What is good, fellas? Today I'm going to go over the exact framework, the exact strategy that's made me over way more than 6 figures. Probably in the last fucking month it's given me 6 figures. So yeah, I'm gonna go over the golden pocket strategy. It's so simple that it's almost hard to believe that this is profitable. Like, this is all you need to make money in the market. But I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make money. I'm going to show you guys real live examples from live trading, from signals, from basically everything I do that I've taken myself and other people have taken the last few days. So let's just go over the framework real quick. This is basically what an A+ setup looks like, or not an A+, but a default setup for golden pocket setup. Essentially, here we just have price moving, price action going off. What we're essentially just waiting for is some sort of liquidity sweep, some sort of internal liquidity. I've written here some sort of liquidity sweep. Internal liquidity, like fair value gaps, Fibonacci's, or order blocks, whatever. Or some sort of external liquidity, like swing points, like we have here. Now, after we have swept this sort of liquidity, we are just waiting for a market structure break, which looks like this. It really just comes down to what time frame you're trading on. I personally like the 1 minute to the 5 minute, but you can just use it on whatever you do. Depends if you're scalping, day trading, swinging, whatever you're doing. This works for everything. But yeah, all you're essentially waiting for is a candle closure on your dedicated time frame above this high, and then you just set limits at the 618 retracement fib, and yeah, essentially just take profits at that high that we made. Or if you want to be greedy, you can aim for higher targets if you have a really clear bias, but it's really just up to you. I found a lot of success with this model, just taking profits at that high, because it gives you consistency. You're always knowing where you're going to take those profits. You have a consistent model, something you can look for every single day. Don't be that greedy. I've found probably like a 60 to 70% win rate with this strategy, which is a 3RR average strategy, which is more than profitable, more than you need. So yeah, now let's just get into some real game examples. So yesterday, before New York opened, what did we get? We had a huge divergence with ES at the previous day high here. Well, I marked this wrong. Like here. Huge divergence with ES. So the moment New York opened, what did we do? We just fucking turbo nuked. What's this? Alright, so when the market opened, we just turbo nuked basically 110 points, which was expected because we had that huge fucking divergence. Now what do? We have our liquidity sweep, big divergence. We have our market structure break because we broke through all these lows with huge volume. Close below the lows. What do? We pull our golden pocket fib from the high that swept. In this case scenario, it's this high, since that's the high that made the divergence with ES. So we pull the high to the low, then we market enter, or we limit enter at the 618 fib, stops above the 786, and target the swing low. Bang. 3RR in fucking 6 minutes. That's all you need. It's that simple. This is a super clean setup. If you have a strong draw on liquidity and a strong bias, this is literally fucking unbeatable. Let's go over to the next one. What do we have? This is today, by the way. And I took all these trades. All these trades I took today. So you can't really say it's, oh no, but it's just foresighting. You can't tell that this actually happened. Well, I took these trades, motherfucker. So what now? So, the moment we swept Asia lows, I instantly said in the Discord, I'll find the message, give me a minute. I saw that, I sent out this in the Discord. Bullish today, think we go up from here, might get some small retracements, but I don't think we go lower from here. If we do, I'll be looking to long the monthly open area. And I sent out a screenshot showing I am bullish and what I'm expecting price to do. So, we swept Asia lows, and this is where I started to get more and more bullish. We broke above this high, and I pulled the golden pocket from the low to the high, put my limits on the 618, my stops below the 786, and I targeted the high. Now, since I had a very strong draw on liquidity, which was the Asia session highs, I could have held for way higher, but just for these examples, I am going to just take it to the swing highs, just so you guys like, get the point. And yeah, could have held for fucking 10 RR if you felt like it, but the strategy is only needed to be 3, so that's all you need. That's one example. And second example, here we swept these lows. What do? We pull our golden pocket from the low to the high. We enter on the 786, no, the 618, stops below the 786, target the highs, 3 RR, bang. What now? Now, here's a little pickle. Here's a little tricky one, you can say. Why are we not longing this? What's wrong with this? The reason I'm not taking this is because we have absorption at the highs. What is absorption? We keep making higher highs whilst making equal lows, showing that the bears are stepping in and the bulls are stepping out. Now, what does that mean for us? It means that we can start looking to swap our bias a little bit. It means we can be a little bit more neutral. Like, we have already taken out our initial targets, which is the Asian session high. We could go higher, but now we can start rotating our bias, start looking for other things. But why would we not take, for example, this golden pocket? Since now that we have flipped our bias, we have broken below these lows, why can we not just take this? Because we have swept some sort of liquidity, internal liquidity. We broke structure. Now what? No! No! Why not? We swept the targets already. Like, we already did this. If price stopped, like, here, that's fine. Then you can go for golden pocket and just target the lows. But we didn't. We swept this and instantly went higher. That shows the bulls are still here. They are not playing around. But it's a Jewish fake out. The good old Jewish fake out. We just fucking manipulate higher. This is, no, it's not New York Open. Never mind. We just manipulate higher. We take out these highs. And we just start nuking again. Now that we have broken structure to downside once more, now I'm going to start looking for longs. No, shorts, I mean. Now I'm going to start looking for shorts. So what did we do? We pulled our golden pocket fib from the high to the low. Same thing that we do for longs. And we just enter at the golden pocket. And we targeted the fucking monthly open. I did take this trade, and I was planning to hold for the monthly open, but I got super greedy before the New York opened. So I went fucking break even the moment we went to the daily view up. And I got stopped out break even right before we nuked fucking 200 points, I think. No, 120 points. Which fucking stinks, but it's fine. It just shows you the power of this shit. And yeah, like I said, it's so simple. Like, all you need is market structure, you need liquidity, and you need Fibonacci. That's 3 things for the fucking easiest high RR setup of your life. Little disclaimer, I completely forgot this, so I'm just gonna edit it in. I don't use the 15-minute anymore because it's so much, like, now that we have such high or big volume days, if it makes sense, it's a lot to go through. Like here, we could, like, this looks decent, right? We have all we need. We have a liquidity sweep, some sort of internal liquidity. We have a big fucking Drake candle, market structure break, just enter at the golden pocket, right? No. We have a fucking 80-point stop loss and a 257-point target. That's not going to do it, mate. That means you're swing trading. We have 3.5 hours left of the market. That's 2 more hours of trading time. We are not getting a 260-point drop or a 260-point trade. So that's why I like to use the lower time frames. I like to use the 1 to 5 minute. You can use the 50 minute if you absolutely want to, but I don't recommend it. It really just comes down to how you trade. But my personal opinion is only using it on the 1 to 5 minute. That's where I've found most success. That's where all my students have found most success. And yeah, now this setup works for crypto, it works for Forex, it works for futures, it works for whatever the fuck you want to. It's not that hard to use. Got high win rate, high RR. That's basically all you need. So if you guys have any other questions regarding the strategy, regarding how I use it, what I use it for, if there's anything that you guys didn't understand properly, let me know in the comments. I'm going to try my best to answer as good as I can. And yeah. That's about it. Thank you guys for watching.